Good evening, everybody. Hope all is doing well. So, today we are going to start with a topic which we know, but we are going to see it from a very different perspective because this is one of the most important topic, and we will be going over it many times so that it soaks into our understanding and belief. Okay, I would not say belief. Belief is again a lie. It soaks into our truth, the reality of life. Okay, I leave on now to Alpin to Tonmoy to just start, and then we will go on with the study. Yes, Tonmoy.
Hi everybody, good evening. As we thank actually I would like to thank you first for joining the meditation session today. And today's topic is domestication, as Didi mentioned. Actually, as far as I know it, we are going to discuss maybe about how we can more focus on awareness and of our life, and more focus on centralization, or how we can develop our
Tonmoy, your voice is a little low. It's not that loud.
am I more audible now?
Yeah, we could hear you, but it was very low. Yes, still,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, so I think we are going to have a discussion on how we can more focus on developing awareness, and to become more mindful, and so on, through the meditation or spiritual life leading. I I I, I think it could be in the discussion point today, but it could be something else. So let's
Yeah,
let's
yeah. Even for Tonmoy, it is a suspense, so he could just give you a yeah.
yeah. So
But you can
let's
understand from the word domesticate. What does that mean? What do you mean by the word domesticate?
um actually in general, the domestication means we are following something, and what we are used to regularly from our superior, maybe, and
Hmm.
the person who is guiding us. So, or yeah, who are taking care of us. So we are following something,
Hmm.
by through the guidance of him or her.
Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely correct. And see, Nipa has also banged on. She has also written that domestication often refers to the mental conditioning or programming we experience throughout life. This term is borrowed from teachings in spirituality or self awareness practices. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay. So, but let us understand in in a broader way what it means. Okay. But for that, I would like to, because this book I will continue. I will continue this book because there are four agreements which will help us to have amazing relationships in our life. So I will touch maybe one agreement, one class, one session. And before that, this author, this author's name is Don Miguel Ruiz. I'll talk about the author, but before that, let us first understand what do you understand? What do you mean by domestication? Okay. Is most of the time in layman terms, what does it mean? Like, domesticated animals, we say, right? A dog in the street is not a domesticated animal. A dog, when it is brought home, it becomes a domestic animal, right? Anything which comes home and we train them to our whims and fancies and train them to live with us and become, for them, we feel that it's like, civilized. We are making them civilized by keeping us with us, training them. They're not like street dogs. Now they are domesticated. Okay. but they are dogs anyways. Okay. Thank you very much, Tonmoy. I will just remove the pin and then we will start. Okay. So what happened is that you should understand the story before you really understand the author, what this author is trying to say, and you'll understand. Thomas, we have understood belief many times from many places, right? Even I have shared with you when we did the basics of science of meditation. We spoke about how beliefs can really, like, destroy our lives. Okay. This is the book of a shaman. Okay. Shamans are like, the yogis that you see in Himalayas, very, very powerful yogis. The shamans are the same kind of yogis, but from America, Latin America, America, the whole continent of America. Not just in America, there in many places, even in Europe, there are, there is shamanism. Okay. Shamanism, like, this is a way of living with nature, understanding how to, it's a very, very deep concept, and they're very, very evolved people. Okay. So this author, his name is Don Miguel Ruiz. His mother was a healer. His father was a shaman. And they are they were from Mexico. Okay. And they were they were very evolved people. But this man who was their son, he said, no, I don't want to follow all these things. We are modern now. I don't need to be shamans and everything. So he followed and he pursued to become a doctor. Okay. So he became a doctor and he was very happy doing his his things. And then one fine day, what happened is he met with an accident. He was driving the car and he was drunk. He was so drunk he slept in the car wheel itself, and he met with an accident. And when he met with an accident, he experienced a near death situation. Near death situation का मतलब है कि these people ना they will die, they can go, their body will come out, and they might go even to higher realms. Sometimes they don't go to higher realms, they just come out, move around, and they decide, no, 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 I don't want to die now. They can go back to the body. Some people, they also go to astral realms, and they, for 2 3 hours, they travel everywhere, and the masters and guides there, they suggest him that, see, it is not your time to now die, you should go back. And he is now again, told by the guided by the masters that it is time for him to go back to the body again. So these people, they experience near death experiences, amazing things that they can see. Okay. When they actually reach that near death, so he was able to see that his body went out, and he saw that his actually not real body, his soul came out and started helping his friends. Okay. He saw that he was helping his friend coming out. He helped his friend to come out of the car and put him in a safe place and all these things. And all these things were happening not in the body but outside the body, and it really startled him. From there, he realized that no, he needs to pursue this study. He needs to understand shamanism, and he needs to understand specifically, even shamanism has many, they have many branches. Okay. होता है ना कि जैसे spirituality, maybe there are so many yogis. One is Sadguru, another is this. So many people followed so many things. Okay. So this was another branch called his Toltec. Noggle branch. He belonged to the Noggle branch of Toltec. It's also called this kind of shamanism is also, they are called Toltec, and Toltec is like amazing. Some 2000, the story about Toltec is that some 2000 years back, a man was like suddenly realized, he realized in his sleep, he realized his astral body came out of the sleep. He was living in a cave. He saw that he came out of the cave. He could see the stars, and from there, his astral body saw a lot of amazing things. He saw that the stars are not stars, they are just light, love and light, and nothing else. And he saw between the stars, there is something between the stars, and that is he. Okay. So he realized from there that, everything, from there he realized that even the material things, they look like material, but they are not. They are actually nothing but mirrors. They are reflectors. It looks like solid, like this pencil. It might look like, when I'm explaining this concept, it might feel very strange for you. But what happens is that it looks like pencil, but in reality, it is just made of love and light. But we are made to we have been believed to feel that it is a pencil, that's why we see it as a pencil. Did you see? This is how, and what happens? A thought produces. One person decided that a pencil will look like that. A thought is very strong. That person made a thought that this is how a pencil will look, and he made the thought, and that's why others who came in, they saw the pencil as a pencil like this. This is how, because his thought was so strong. So now, you by just putting another thought cannot say that there is no pencil here. Because already a lot of energy was put to believe that pencils are like this. So to again remove the thought, you again have to put a lot of power to believe that there is no pencil. That's why, শুনতে খুব স্ট্রেঞ্জ লাগছে ব্যাপারটা, কিন্তু দ্যাটস ওয়াই দিস yogis and everything, because they were so fluid, they never believed whatever they were told. They could create, you know if you see, if you have seen, did you see, what is on, Shri M's, did anybody see Shri M's interview in Ranbir Biceps? Did anybody see that? Anybody saw Shri M, a man who created like this, and he created Rudraksh suddenly from his empty farm like this? Okay, so this is because these yogis have, after after a lot of meditations and everything, এই যে ডমিস্টিকেশন গুলো যে আমাদের উপরে হয়েছে, যে আমাদের উপরে বিলিফ সিস্টেম গুলো ক্রিয়েট করা হয়েছে, যে এটা এরকম এটা ওরকম, আস্তে আস্তে যখন আমরা মেডিটেট করতে থাকি, আমরা যখন যোগী হতে থাকি, আমরা যখন ব্রেক করতে থাকি এই ডমিস্টিকেশন গুলোকে, তখন আমরা যে কোনো জিনিস ইমাজিন করতে পারি, যে কোনো জিনিস ক্রিয়েট করতে পারি, বিকজ আমরা বিলিভ করতে থাকি না যাই আমাদের উপরে থোপা হয়। Okay, so this is what harm domestication can do. Okay, and what it is talking about is that when he realized that we are nothing but, the AJ, this, he also saw that matter is mirrored. Everything is a mirror that reflects light and creates images of that light. So matter ki amra bhabi matter, but he realized this Toltec, the first guru of Toltec, he realized matter is nothing but love and light. এখন তো everybody talks about love and light, that আমরা, we might look like physical, but we are nothing but love and light. Okay, one day I will do an meditation with you also to understand. There is this ashram nearby, and which is guided by Sapta Rishis, and it's an amazing ashram, some 45 minutes from my house, and I go there, and I often go there to meditate. And there they teach you that how you will meditate, imagining you are love and light and spreading the love and light to everybody, believing everybody is nothing but love and light. So this is also the same concept it is talking about, because truth is truth. Belief is belief, or domestication is আমাদেরকে যা believe করিয়েছে, what we were taught. And truth is truth. Okay, so the higher the yogis go, they all understand the truth, that we are nothing but love and light. It is, we are nothing but just mirrors, and whatever we have been told to believe and imagine. Okay, so this is what his understanding was. So so now you understand this, that these people are so wise, but they are not faltu people talking nonsense in this book. It's a very, very famous book. Okay, the book name is, you can buy the book and start reading, The Four Agreements. Okay, the first chapter of this book talks about domestication and the dream of the planet. So again, this man 2000 years back, who started this Toltec tradition, he said that everything is a dream. আমরা ওটাকে খুব বেশি সিরিয়াসলি নিয়ে নিই, but everything, even the fact that I am talking to you, is actually nothing but a dream. Okay, we are created in the mind that this is how it will happen, and it happened like a maya, jeta bole, in other sense. What happens, we call it, right, in spirituality, in Bangla also we say that everything is maya, shob maya, মানে even movies এও আমরা খুব বলতে থাকি এগুলো, but in reality everything is maya, everything is a dream. Okay, so what it talks about is that because everything is a dream, ছোটবেলার থেকে এই ড্রিমটাকে আমাদেরকে বিলিভ করিয়ে দিয়ে দেওয়া হয়। ওকে, ফ্রম চাইল্ডহুড, like what happens the moment we are born, even the ancestors before us, they started believing everything as reality. এই ড্রিমটাকে, মায়াটাকে সত্যি হিসেবে বিশ্বাস করে নিয়েছে। They started believing. Okay, when they started believing and they felt that this is truth, this is reality, what they did is that they started domesticating their successors. whoever their child was born, they started training them. This is like, this is how it should be. This is how you should talk. This is how you should behave. This is how you should feel. See, money cannot be grown in trees. Money is so difficult to come. Relationships are, all about just challenges and struggles. And all these things, parents from parents, we have learned, understood. And then what happened is that we were domesticated. Slowly, 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 what happened? In the beginning, maybe বলছে যে how is domestication done? Domestication is done with attention. Okay, ছোটবেলায়, especially when we are small, we have no mind of our own. Okay, the parent will draw the attention, maybe with a rattle. When a small child is born, with a rattle we will say, see, 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 here is mama, here is papa. In the immediately, what we do is that first thing of domestication is we bring in the attention of that person, that this is, see, see, come here, this is very important, you have to focus, you have to focus. And then we say, this is what you have to learn, this is mama, this is papa, this is how it is. So it comes with attention. Okay, and maybe after a certain point of time in the childhood we cannot rebel nothing. Okay, but after a certain point of time maybe we will rebel. Sometimes they are saying they would want you to do this and you will say, no, I don't want to study now. And they will say, very bad, you are a bad girl, bad boy, because our we have said that, oh, only when you study you are a good boy or a good girl. Again, the person is rebelling. At the same time, what the person is doing is that the person is again trying to, because the person is so weak. Na bachcha is so weak, itna utna zyada uska brain strong nahi hai. The kid gives in, and the kid believes that, okay, only when I study, only when I listen to my parents, I am a good boy. Otherwise I am not a good boy or a girl. And see, these kinds of things, they create so much of trouble in future as well. When we get married, okay, and we are married and we have our own life, and the parent says, see, 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 you are only busy with your husband and your wife, you have no time for others. Okay, and the moment what we do is that we immediately we say that, okay, that means I'm doing something very wrong, I'm not a good boy. Okay, this is how we ourselves and start becoming believing in this belief. Okay, we didn't choose these beliefs, and we may have labeled against them, but we were not strong enough to win the rebellion. Finally, we we could not win the rebel. আমরা rebel করতে পারলাম না। না করা মানে ফাইনালি আমি ওই কুকুর বিড়ালের মতো আমিও ডোমেস্টিকেটেড হয়ে গেলাম। আমি বলি যে আমি আমার মার মতো না, বাবার মতো না, আমি অন্যরকম চিন্তা করি, কিন্তু half of the time we have been domesticated. Okay, we have been made to believe. হ্যাঁ, so domestication of humans with system of punishment and reward. আবার অন্য how we were domesticated, যে আমাদেরকে বলতো, এই তুমি যদি এটা করো তুমি কিন্তু এটা পাবে। ওকে, and again, তুমি যদি এটা না করো, if you do it, I'm going to give you this sweet, I'm going to bring you this and that. And then again, another way, you have not done it, now you will be in the naughty corner, or you will not get this gift that I was about to bring for you. I will not give you this gift because you did not follow my instructions. And what happens? The child is, the child is looking for love, looking for attention. The child also wants so much of attention. How will he get the attention if he doesn't follow? So he has no other option, but he starts following that, the parent or the teacher or the family member. Okay, so what now? The child is afraid of what? He is afraid of the punishment, at the same time afraid of not receiving the reward. আমি যদি এটা না করি তাহলে তো আমি এটা পাবো না, I will not get this, and if I don't do it I will be punished. This child, huh? This child has grown up. Okay, what happens is that this child has grown up, but because of this domestication, deep down these kind of beliefs are still there. Not just that, one of my friends, she client, and when I was doing her therapy, she said, Sanjukta, I have to pretend so much. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of pretending in front of others, because I feel people will not accept me just the way I am. That's why I have to wear a mask all the time. If I feel like saying anything which I feel like saying, or saying that I did not like it, I will not say it. I'll keep it inside because I feel if I say, I'm going to be rejected. Okay, so this is the fear of rejection, the fear of, again, the punishment. যে আমাকে accept, they will not be accepting me. This is a fear of not receiving the reward or fearing getting the punishment. The kid from childhood, the kid, what that kid does is pretend. Okay, we keep pretending and pretending and pretending, and after a point of time it becomes a huge burden for us, that pretense. Okay, and see where you do অনেক সময়, again, I will tell you, like, we were in the Bengali association, right? And there are so many, when you say hi to a kid, okay, when you say hi to a kid and the kid does not reply back, maybe somebody else's kid, okay, আমরা যে বাঙালি association আমরা সবাই ছিলাম, okay, and the kid does not reply back, the parent becomes, very, very worried. Oh my God, what will they think about my kid? They will start after the moment. অতটুকুই কিন্তু যে কিডটার, what was that? The kid did not want to pretend. It did not feel like saying hi. The kid maybe was in his own world. It did not want to say নমস্কার, কেমন আছেন? It did not want to say. But what happens? The parent gets offended or very upset. And I said, Papa, you did not say namaskar to that person. You should be saying namaskar to the person or say hi to that person, or you should reply back. This is a very bad manners. Okay. See, that kid, which was so innocent, it didn't want to pretend. It felt like, today my day was bad. I didn't know. I don't want to say even hello to anybody. But because of these circumstances, the parent might have said that, no, 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 you have to say, this is bad. What happens? Now she says, okay, punishment, reward, I have to start pretending. দেখেছো ছোটবেলার থেকে না আমাদের প্রিটেন্ডিং ভাবটা আরম্ভ হয়ে যায়, আর এটা সব জায়গায় হয়. It is not in one organization. Everywhere we want ourselves to have a good face, right? We want our kids, people also want our kids to see nice. But in reality, what we are doing a lot of harm to our own kids. The kid doesn't, একজনই তো আমাকে বলছে, দিদি ক্ষমা করে দেবেন, ও একটু এরকম, ও বলে না. আমি বলছি, মানে আমি উল্টো বলছি যে কেন বলছো, কেন বা বলছো ওকে জোর জবরদস্তি যে হ্যালো বলো, হাই বলো, let her or him be the way that person is. Okay, so this is how, as parents, at least when we are understanding all these things, jani difficult, because there will be so many people who will be pointing us, you be careful about not domesticating your kid, and this is how the ground, এখান থেকে কিন্তু প্রিটেন্ডিংটা স্টার্ট হয়. বাচ্চাকে যখন সবকিছুতে আমরা বলে বলে দিই, এরকম করতে হবে, এরকম তোমার স্বভাব এরকম হতে হবে, তোমার সংস্কার রাখতে হবে, বাচ্চাকে তুমি ভালোবাসা দাও, ওকে ভালো ভালো জিনিস, এই যে আমরা যে the kind of things we are speaking, we are আমরা the kind of, if our kids join these organizations, they will naturally be good human beings. They don't have to pretend. Okay, and sometimes good human being also means to say no, I don't like it, I don't want to accept this. But the pretense starts from childhood. Okay, so this is how we domesticate. And what happens is that, again, not just that, again, দেখো, আমি যে খেয়াল করছি, it is not about judging or criticizing. Okay, if you see, তুমি দেখবে যে once a book of law has been made, ছোটবেলায় আমাদেরকে বাবা মা বড় করেছে. ওকে, বড় করে আমাদেরকে বলেছে, this is right, this is wrong, okay, this is how I should behave, this is how, ও এরকম, আমি এর থেকে এরকম করলে আমি বাজে মেয়ে, আমি ব্যাড বয়, গুড গার্ল, গুড বয়, এরকম হয়. তখন কি হয়, আমরা শুধু নিজেকেই জাজ করি না, একটা টাইমের পরে বলছে যে মা বাবা, ফ্যামিলি আর বা বা টিচার্স, দে আর নো লঙ্গার দেয়ার টু ডোমেস্টিকেট আস. বাট একটা টাইমের পরে হ্যাবিটে আমরা এত ডোমেস্টিকেটেড হতে হতে আমরা নিজেদেরকে ডোমেস্টিকেট করা আরম্ভ করতে থাকি. আমরা নিজেদেরকে কন্টিনিউয়াসলি ডোমেস্টিকেট করতে থাকি যে এরকম হতে হবে, এরকম হতে হবে, দিস ইজ হাউ আই শুড বি, না হলে আমি নিজেকে জাজ করতে থাকি, ওহো আমি তো ভালো করে বিহেভ করলাম না, ওহো আমি কত বাজে. হয়তো একটা মানুষ আমার সাথে খুব বাজে বিহেভ করেছে, আমি হয়তো একটা লাইন কিছু একটা রিপ্লাইতে দিয়েছি, কিন্তু আমাকে ছোটবেলায় প্যারেন্টসরা বলেছে কোনো দিনও কারো মুখের উপরে কোনোদিনও বলবি না, খুব বাজে জিনিস. তো কি হলো, আমি জাস্ট হয়তো একটা লাইন বললাম জাস্ট টু ডিফেন্ড মাইসেলফ, কিন্তু আই উইল কন্টিনিউয়াসলি কিপ থিঙ্কিং, ও মাই গড, আই এম সাচ আ ব্যাড বয়, বিকজ ছোটবেলায় ডোমেস্টিকেট করা হয়ে গেছে, একটা লাইনও তুমি কারো মুখের উপরে বলতে পারবে না. তো আমি নিজেকে তখন জাজ করা আরম্ভ করলাম, আমি ব্যাড বয়. নট জাস্ট দ্যাট, কি হয়, when we meet people and when we meet people in a group, anything that, this is called book of law. দিস ইজ রাইট, দিস ইজ রং, দিস ইজ হাউ আই শুড বিহেভ, এগুলো হয়ে গেল একটা আমার ডমিস্টিকেশন, একটা হয়ে গেল, কুকুরের মতো আমাকে বানিয়ে দেওয়া হলো, সোসাইটি আমাকে বানিয়ে দিল। ইভেন many things that, like, as for example, see, country to country also laws change, রাইট? কোনো একটা কান্ট্রিতে, লাইক মানে বুরখা পরতেই হবে, কোনো একটা কান্ট্রিতে বুরখা একদমই পরা অ্যালাউড না। হ্যাঁ, তো বাট হোয়াট উইল হ্যাপেন ইজ দ্যাট people, as some people in the country of burqa, they will, if their kids grow up, if they don't wear burqa, they will feel, oh my god, I'm such a I am not covering myself up. There is no judgment in whether you have to wear a burqa or you don't have to wear a burqa here. Okay, my reason behind explaining this is that in France, right, there has been a rule that you cannot wear a burqa. ওখানে কিডসরা বড় হবে ভেবে যে ও বুরখা পরা খুব বাজে জিনিস, দোনোটাই কিন্তু ডমিস্টিকেটেড। বুরখা পরতেই হবে সেটাও কিন্তু ট্রু না। That is also not true that you have to wear a burqa. You don't have to wear a burqa. That is also not true. They are just beliefs. Okay. It is up to you whether you want to wear a burqa or not. But again, see, two countries have developed two different beliefs, two different domestication. Okay. And this is how two. So then it is not true. If it is not same, how can it be true? Okay. They are domestication. They are not truth, real truth of life. Okay. So this is how we start judging. Burqa, একটা example dilam, we will judge. If we don't wear burqa, we'll say, oh my god, they are wearing burqa, they are so orthodox and everything. And people who wear burqa, they will say, see, they are so revealing and everything. Both of them, see, both the parties are actually doing nothing but judging based on the book of law. নিজেদের একটা book of law বানিয়ে নিয়েছে that this is right, this is wrong, and based on that they have decided what is right and what is wrong. Okay. So for based on this book of law also, আমরা আমরা যে we don't do, everything we think and don't think, everything we feel and not feel, everything we judge. আমরা সবকিছু নিজেদের ভেতরে জাজ করতে থাকি কন্টিনিউয়াসলি, এটা করেছি, এটা ভালো করিনি, এটা করেছি, এটা ভালো করেছি। এটা কিন্তু it is not based on truth. If you see many things that you do, think or feel, three things, just observe, most of the thing are based on the book of law. Okay, যে আমাকে ছোটবেলায় এটা শেখানো হয়েছিল। Okay, so this is what right is, this is not wrong. Based on these we do think and feel and keep judging continuously, নিজেদেরকে জাজ করছি, আর নিজেদেরকে জাজ করছি তো করছি কন্টিনিউয়াসলি, সবাইকে জাজ করে চলেছি। Okay, this is what we are doing. Okay, and in this process কি হচ্ছে friends? Okay, see, when we make a mistake, making a mistake, learning from the mistake এর থেকে punishment, it is natural. Karma law is also like that, right? I would not say it as a punishment, but whatever you did in the past life, from that past life you got some results in this life as a some suffering or something. Okay, but এটা you are normal, what is what do you think? What is it correct that কিছু একটা করেছো সেটার একটা ফল পাবে? Do you think it is correct? But is it correct to এইটার ফলটা, এই কর্মটা, the karma that you have done, the repercussion or the punishment, you are getting it 1,000 times? Is it correct? The same karma, you are getting the punishment not once, you are getting it for the 1,000 times. Is it correct or not? Tell me. I want to hear from you. Who wants to say that? হ্যাঁ না, I just want to listen.
আমার মনে হয় দিদি, হ্যাঁ, এটা অনেকবার হতে পারে, ফলটা আসতে
এই
পারে।
কর্মটার জন্য পানিশমেন্ট, রাইট?
পানিশমেন্ট, রাইট।
একটা কর্মার জন্য 1,000 বার পানিশমেন্ট।
হতে পারে, আমার মনে হয়, আমি আমি এটা মনে করি।
দিস ইজ হোয়াট উই ডু। ওকে, এই যে মনে করি, দেখো ডমিস্টিকেশন হয়ে গেছে মীনাক্ষীর, তোমাদেরও হয়ে গেছে, তোমরাও হয়তো।
অফকোর্স দিদি, কারণ বাচ্চাদের নিয়েও তুমি যেটা বললে,
হুম
তাহলে কোন ওয়েতে আমি ওদেরকে, মানে আমি ঠিক বুঝতে পারছি না, যে এরকম বলি এভরিডে বলছি ওরকম, হ্যাঁ এটা করে, এটা না হলে ওরকম হবে, কিন্তু এটা না হলে ওটা করতে পারবে না, মানে প্রত্যেকটা মুহূর্তে বলছি এটা করো, না হলে কিন্তু দিব না, গিফট পাবে না।
হ্যাঁ,
একদম
ডমিস্টিকেটেড।
এক্স্যাক্টলি এগুলোই বলছি, মানে কিন্তু কিছু কিছু টাইম
দেখেছো,
থাকে যে না,
দেখেছো
হ্যাঁ
আমরা
এটা
কিভাবে
বললেই শুনছি।
যখন আমরা এগুলো জানি না, আমরা কিভাবে বাচ্চাদেরকে ডমিস্টিকেট করতে থাকি।
হ্যাঁ
ইভেন আমি
করছি দিদি,
জেনেও কত করি
এক্স্যাক্টলি
রিদানকে, and again I realize, oh my god, what am I doing? ওকে অ্যান্ড নাও হোয়াট আই এম সেইং ইজ দ্যাট এই যে জাজমেন্টটা, এই যে আমি করলাম না, যে জাজ করলাম যে বুক অফ ল, এটা কিন্তু ট্রু না হয়তো, মোস্ট অফ দ্য টাইম ইট ইজ নট ট্রু। বিলিভ, রাইট? বিলিভ, ডু ইউ রিমেম্বার? বিলিভ, বি
Yeah.
লাই, বিলিভ মিনস ওই ওটার মধ্যে একটা লাই আছে, এলাই। দে আর নট ট্রুজ। ছোটবেলার থেকে এগুলো করে করে বড় হয়েছি, এগুলো কোনো কিছু ট্রু না, দে আর লাইজ। বাট হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্স, কি হয় একটা টাইমের পর, নট জাস্ট দ্যাট, বলে যে আমাদের অন্য কেউ, মানে এই 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 বিলিফের জন্য কি হয়, আমরা কি করি, আমরা তখন জাজ করি, জাজ করে কি করে রিয়েলাইজ করি, গিলটি ফিল করি। ওকে, তখন আর কেউ নেই, হয়তো প্যারেন্টস নেই, কেউ নেই পানিশ করা, কিন্তু আমি একটা কিছু করলাম, এখন বড় হয়ে গেলাম, আই হ্যাভ গ্রোন আপ নাও এন্ড আই হ্যাভ ডান সামথিং which is টেল মি সামথিং, গিভ মি অ্যান এক্সাম্পল, গিভ মি অ্যান এক্সাম্পল যেটা মনে হলো, গিভ মি অ্যান এক্সাম্পল যেটা মনে হয় যে আমি ঠিক করিনি রিসেন্টে, বা অনেক আগে করেছি আমার মনে হলো আমি ঠিক করিনি, গিভ মি অ্যান এক্সাম্পল, দেন উই উইল টক। এক্সাম্পলের উপরে আই উইল বি এবল টু এলাবোরেট। সামবডি? আনন্দিতা?
এক্সাম্পল ওইভাবে তো মাথায় আসছে না, অনেক কিছু মাথায় আসছে একসাথে। অ্যাবিকে দিয়েই বলি।
হুম
কয়েকদিন আগেই এটা করেছি। ওর
হুম
একজন পাকিস্তানি বন্ধু হয়েছে, যার সাথে বেশ ভালো বন্ধুত্ব, আমি একটু আসতেই বলি, অ্যাবি রয়েছে পাশে। তো
হুম
আমার কোনোভাবেই ছেলেটাকে পছন্দ না।
হুম
কিছু ব্যাড সাইন দেখায়, আমি তোমাকে বলেও ছিলাম এটা।
হুম
তোকে
হুম
বারবার বলেছি ওর সাথে মিশবে না, মিশলে পরে তুমি যদি মেশো তাহলে আমি এটা করবো, বা আমি এটা দেবো না বা কিছু।
হুম
তো তারপরে একটা টাইমের পরে, এখন যেমন আমি বন্ধ করে দিয়েছি বলা, এখন আর আমি বলি না,
হুম হুম
যা করছে করুক।
হুম
আমি জাস্ট মাঝে মধ্যে বলি যে এই জিনিসটা খারাপ, এটা আমার ভালো লাগে না, কিন্তু
হুম
বলি না যে করো না
হুম
আর।
হুম 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 ওকে ওকে ওকে। তো এটার একটা এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছি, একটা, আমি হবে কি হবে না এটা পরের কথা, বাট আই এম টেলিং ইউ রাইট নাও, দ্য সেম স্মল কিড, সামওয়্যার ডিপ ডাউন তুমি হয়তো অন্য সেন্সে বলেছো যে ছেলেটা ভালো না, ওকে, এন্ড ছেলেটা ভালো না, ওকে, তুমি ওর সাথে থাকবে না। আনাদার একটা হচ্ছে যে পাকিস্তানি, দুটো জিনিস। ও হলো, তো ও দেখলো যে ও পানিশমেন্ট পেলো, যে মা আমাকে এটা দেবে না আমি যদি এটা করি। ও যখন বড় হবে না, ও যখন বড় হবে, ডিপ ডাউন ধরো ওর একটা খুব ভালো পাকিস্তানি বন্ধু হলো, ওকে, ছেলেটা খুব একটা খারাপও না, কিন্তু ওই বন্ধুত্ব করার পরও না, কি করবে, he will, sorry, I'll speak in English because it goes in YouTube, so that others who want to understand this concept, it will be very clear for them that what will happen is that now this kid whose mother has punished him for not talking to a kid who was especially a Pakistani kid, and who was who was a little not good mannered and everything. The mother said, if you are going to meet him, I'm going to punish you, I am going to not give you this and that. Okay, you will feel that things is done, but the book of law has been made. The book of law now says that it is not right to meet a Pakistani guy. The book of law also says that it is not right to meet bad charactered guy. Okay. Sometimes when we grow up, we are so wise, we can make, see, there will be so many different kinds of friends. We will not always get spiritual friends, very good friends like us, and only, even spirituality, we do so many mistakes, outside we will get so many. He will meet a guy who is bad character. At the same time, he will also meet a guy. I will just listen to you. Okay. 1 second. Also he's a Pakistani. Okay. He would desperately, and he's deep down, he feels a connection with this guy. He makes friendship. He says, okay, I want to make friendship as well. Okay. Now, what he will do is that he made a punishment, but deep down now, whether it is not correct, okay, it's whatever he's doing is correct because it's a good, and he's adult enough to manage, but deep down he feels he has done something, he's a bad boy, he's now meeting somebody, it is going against his book of law. What he will do is that he will punish himself, something or the other, he will feel deep guilt here. Guilt is happens in the lower two chakras, guilt and shame. Okay, you will also feel very shameful sometimes, you'll also feel guilty, oh my god, what did I do, I'm meeting bad boys and Pakistani boys, oh my god, and there is no mother here to punish. what he will do? He will punish himself. He will do something for which he will lose his friendship. Maybe he was the only friend of his, but now he will not even have that friend in his life. This is how he will punish himself. Okay. In many other ways, he might punish himself. The way, what he will do, the way you have punished, maybe he might also punish himself in the same way subconsciously. Maybe he deep down he will feel, no, after doing this he will, this kid, maybe he's also 16, 17, right, making friends, and maybe you said, I'm giving an example, the mother said, I will not give you food. Okay, he will stop eating, and he will not know why I don't feel like eating, and he will start losing weight also. Okay, and he will question that, why am I losing weight, and but deep down, because her mother punished her that if you do this I will not give you food for one time, he is now punishing himself, and he doesn't feel like eating, self abusing himself, and he also doesn't even realize why he's self abusing, why he has stopped eating, why he is losing weight. Did you get it, Anandita, how this, and everybody, did you get it, how this
Hmm.
works?
Hmm.
Okay, that's why we should be very careful. We should be care, even when we want to explain, we have to be very, gently explaining without giving this strict, rewards and punishment system. Okay,
Hmm.
explain, and এটা করো, এটা দেবো, ওটা করো, ওটা, especially spirituality তে strict no, reward and punishment is a strict no. I never, even Ridan, when he says this, I said, okay, even if you fail, Ridan, you will get it, don't worry, I'll buy this for you. I never say if you pass, I'm going to do. I never give a condition like this to Ridan. Okay. I said, okay. Even if you don't get good marks, he was telling, even today he has class test. Okay. So he's saying, Mama, what happens if I don't get good marks? I said, Baba, I'm not worried about not getting good marks. You just do your best. That is more important. After that, you what marks you get, how does it? Okay. This is how we talk so that they don't get into that book of law where they start making those, if the moment they go beyond, what happens there, when even if the mother and the parent are not that, they will self punish themselves, self abuse themselves. Yes, Tonmoy or Minakshi, you want to question something, you have raised your hand.
Yes, Didi, that's me. Actually, yeah, as you discussing and what Anandita Di mentioned and also Meenakshi, I think most of us is doing the same, and me as well to my children. So the thing is that actually now I'm feeling that as we are continuously doing or repeatedly doing this thing to our children. So, for example, my children, Arjun is very clever than Rai, and Rai also, but Arjun is
Hmm.
more. So I feel sometimes they are what we are doing are asking them to do. I think 90% of this is just make pressure on them to do that, or do that. It's not correct. Also, I understood, but
Hmm.
I realize or feel that sometimes they are trying to hiding something to us, even though
Hmm.
they are doing the thing whatever they want to do, but they are
Hmm.
just acting like that they are following us, so it's not good.
Hmm.
I lot of time I
When they hide, do you know when kids hide?
what.
Kids hide when they feel they are not accepted just the way they are.
Yeah, that's what that's what
Okay.
I am also
They
feeling.
feel that my parents don't accept me. And that's why,
Mm,
and then again, when I didn't know all these things, one fine day, I thought it is my duty to correct him. And one day he stole, he brought a small thing from another friend's house, and it was so beautiful, he brought it home. See, domestication. I'll give you an example, okay? Domestication, how does it happen?
mm,
In my childhood, I, I'll give you a story and then you will understand. In my childhood, my friend one day she came and said, "See, I bought this toffee." Okay, this you will see inner child trauma also. See how inner child trauma happens. I will explain both the things to you. She bought a toffee, and I was so allured by the toffee. What I did is that, child, she's a child. She said, "I will take some." I didn't even think I was stealing or something. I just felt it. My father will have some coins in his like pocket, pant pocket. Let me get some coins. Or তখনকার দিনে তো 25 paisa, 50 paisa is enough to buy a lot of toffees. Okay, I'm talking about 86, 87, 88, 80s. Okay, because I'm 83 born. So, and I went and I was so happy that, like my friend also, I bought these toffee. And when I came home, I was thrashed almost literally. I don't remember how few, but I still remember my uncle's face, with a big danda like this. And he said, "Are you going to do it again? So bad. You have stolen money from your father." I didn't even realize actually I stole money from my father, but I was made to believe
Yeah.
that I stole money from my father. And for many years, I had a fear. I wanted money. At the same time, I rejected money. Whenever I went into inner child, I used to see this vision all the time. It's the sky, the fear that I had of my uncle, and he's standing and he's scolding me, and I'm shivering. Okay. This domestication, what happened is that एक तो मेरा money का problem अटक गया, block हो गया पास्ट में, इनर चाइल्ड का प्रॉब्लम में, जीवन में मैं मनी चाहती भी हूँ, एट द सेम टाइम मुझे डर लगता है मनी से, मुझे लगता है कि मनी, नो नो नो, मनी आएगा तो मुझे बहुत पिटाई मिलेगी. डीप डाउन द इनर चाइल्ड यूज्ड टू फील लाइक दैट. Okay, so for many years I used to reject money. This happened. Another, this the trauma I've done to myself. Another trauma that I have done is I grew up and I thought this is the right way. See how good my uncle is. Now I know. It was such a big trauma because I have done all these courses and everything. That time I didn't know, when Ridan was just born, 3-4 years of his age. He went and bought some small car from somewhere. Okay. And he just brought it from somewhere. And I thought, the way my uncle taught me a lesson, this is the best lesson. See, I'm so good character today. I never steal anything from anybody because my uncle taught me that lesson. And what I did is that I thrashed Ridan left and right that day. And I said, Ar korbi, ar jibone konodino karo theke jinish anbi. I thought this is the right way. I did not realize how much I have traumatized Ridan that day. Physically abusing him, scolding him, and really making him feel so bad. The same thing I would have just very nicely told him that, Baba, taking somebody else's without asking is not a right thing. If he does it again, I can again repeat it. And he trusted me so much, right? He brought and showed me. Can you imagine the child's pain? He brought and showed me that, Mama, see, I brought this from that person's house. He was such an innocent child, 3-4. But I didn't know the technique of parenting. I thrashed him. And I saw this is the best. Now, imagine in his book of law, what will be his book of law? I have to now again, I keep training him, that I keep telling him, Papa, what a mistake I did. You just took something from somebody's house and I should not have behaved like this to you. I keep saying sorry to him for that. Did you get it, Thornmoy? This is how, not just that, this child, because one day she took coins from her father's, and the punishment was over by the uncle. I took some coins, the uncle gave me punishment, that was over. But क्या हुआ, बुक ऑफ लॉ में मेरा आ गया, तो मैंने खुद को पनिश करना स्टार्ट कर दिया 1,000 times. No, I reject money. I will not keep money. Money will make me suffer. So what will happen? I will live in scarcity. I will not have money. I will live in, like, always having to struggle for money. So what I'm doing is that punish one time mistake, one time punishment is good. But is one time mistake 1,000 time punishment is good? But what I did, I 1,000 time punished myself. So now tell me, is it correct that when we punish ourselves 1,000 times? Even for Minakshi also, I know what you're saying, but see for yourself. See for yourself the biggest thing that you are in pain with. There was one thing and punishment you got, whatever, even if it is not a punishment, but still you see, now also you say, Didi, maybe I always feel it was my mistake. It was my mistake. Thousands of times you're saying it was my mistake. And you're punishing yourself. You feel that I'm not worthy of anybody's love and everything. Did you get it, Minakshi? How we make ourselves suffer by, following the book of law and continuously punishing ourselves for one mistake, one punishment? No, we are not satisfied with that. Tonmoy and Minakshi, are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes.
Minakshi,
So
did you get it?
Yeah.
1,000 times punishment? No, it's over. हमने गलती की है. Even Paramahansa Yogananda says that to think you are a sinner is the greatest of sin, because everybody makes mistake. Learn from it, go out, But what happens is that এই যে এইটা আমরা করি, আমরা যখন এটা করি, we develop guilt, we develop shame. And when there is guilt and shame, friends, guilt makes us keep, when we feel guilty, we self-inflict ourselves 1,000 times. For the same punishment, we will punish ourselves 1,000 times. It is not needed, right? Karma already has its play. পাস্ট লাইফের এত কর্ম আছে যার জন্য অলরেডি কর্ম অনেক কিছু কাজ করে ফেলে, যে আমি যা করেছি তার জন্য আমি ভুগবো। That's what I'm saying. That see, when you do something wrong for real, repent, say sorry, move on, learn from your mistakes and move on. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to punish yourself. That's why they say that no matter how big is, even if you have killed something, learn from that mistake. Realize, maybe you say I want to go to the jail, go to the jail, but don't keep this guilt and shame in your lower chakras. Guilt and shame ki korbe, maybe you have killed somebody. For that you decided that okay, I think I should go to the police. You have got 12 years of jail. But guilt and shame will do, even after 12 years, when you have come out, you will keep punishing yourself. Did you get it, Nipa? বুঝেছো নিপা? Okay. Yes, Anandita, you have another question?
আমি যেটা বলতে চাইছি যে তাহলে আমি ডিল করব কিভাবে, যে এরকম কিছু যখন খারাপ শিখে আসছে, বারবার বারবার বোঝাচ্ছি কিন্তু
হ্যাঁ
হচ্ছে না,
হ্যাঁ
তখন
হ্যাঁ
বাধ্য হচ্ছে কিছু একটা বলতে। আমি বুঝতে পারছি যে আমার ওকে এইভাবে বলাটা ঠিক না বা কিছু, কিন্তু জিনিসটার
হ্যাঁ
সাথে আমি ডিলও করতে পারছি না।
I mean, work on yourself. Parenting is always about working on yourself. When you will work on yourself, you will understand that that child has also come with a baggage from your past. That is not your property. Most of the times, what we think, this child is my property. The child has to understand, learn everything to my rules and regulations. Okay. The child, when you are working on yourself, when you become spiritual, when you become, better human being yourself, you are a light. Okay, then kids mostly, they don't learn from what you are telling them, they learn from how you behave and how you act. Okay, but we as parents, we think we have to tell them, but half of the time maybe whatever we are telling them, we are not ourselves following. বুঝতে পেরেছো? তো এরকম কেসে না ছেড়ে দেবে। Too much of attachment also, we really harm the kids when there is too much of attachment. Because then, we think আমার বাচ্চা আমার মতো বড় হতে হবে, কিন্তু ও হয়তো জীবনে নিয়ে এসেছে, ওর একটা লার্নিং প্রসেস আছে, ও ভুল করে ওর শিখার একটা প্রসেস আছে, ও ভুল করবে, ও শিখবে। আমার হলো জেন্টল গাইড অ্যান্ড জেন্টল ডিসিপ্লিন, নট ইভেন স্ট্রিক্ট ডিসিপ্লিন, জেন্টল গাইড অ্যান্ড জেন্টল ডিসিপ্লিন। ডিসিপ্লিনও দরকার, কিন্তু এরকম না পানিশমেন্ট অ্যান্ড রিওয়ার্ডেড ডিসিপ্লিন। ওকে, যে বাবা দিস ইজ নট রাইট। অ্যান্ড যেমন রিদানকে আমার এখনো মনে আছে, যে অনেক সময় রিদান আমাকে বলে যে মামা আই ওয়াই কান্ট আই ডু দিস, আই ক্যান ডু দিস, দিস ইজ হোয়াট। যেমন অ্যাজ ফর এক্সাম্পল, ধরো একদমই পড়তে ইচ্ছা নেই, ওর খেলতে ইচ্ছা করছে আর ওর পরীক্ষা আছে, আমি বলছি বাবা আই উইল নট টেল ইউ হোয়াট ইজ রাইট এন্ড হোয়াট ইজ রং, ইউ উইল ইউ উইল ফেস ইউর ওন কনসিকুয়েন্সেস। তোমার যদি মনে হলো যে এই কনসিকুয়েন্সেসটা আমার ভালো লাগছে না, তখন তুমি ইউ উইল ওয়ার্ক, তোমার মনে হচ্ছে যে না এটাতে আমি কনসিকুয়েন্ট, সবকিছুর একটা কনসিকুয়েন্স আছে। একটা বাচ্চাকে যদি আমরা কনসিকুয়েন্স, when we teach them the consequence, and even if they are very small, just gently guide them, and slowly, we feel that, we are best and they don't know anything. But the kids are also, they are wise, they are also souls inside, they also learn from their own mistakes. Okay, let them learn from their own mistakes, tell them in a very gentle way that baba, this is a consequence, this is what I'm warning you, these are the things that can happen, and you have to face the consequence. If you are ready to I mean, Ridanke, I guide him like that, if you are ready to face the consequences, please go ahead and do it also. যদিও আমার অনেক সময় মনে হয় যে এটা ঠিক না, still I say that this is good, this is what will happen, this is, if you don't do it, this is what will happen. Now you choose for yourself, okay, what consequence you want for yourself, or you can just even take the action and find your own consequences. If I have always believed in the policy, I told you right in my own class last time that nobody could really in many ways domesticate me. Still I got domesticated because it is so natural. বাচ্চা ছোট বাচ্চা তো অনেক জায়গায় ডোমেস্টিকেট হয়ে গেছে, কিন্তু অনেক many ways if my parents or anybody would say, I said, give me a logic for it, or let me suffer, let me take the action, make the mistake, learn from the mistake. Okay, so normal, really, and people who are very evolved, they make mistakes. Do you remember, I will not name here, we some days back, we were talking about doing something very naughty, Anandita and Minakshi. Okay, and they were asking, I want to do this. I said, did I say don't do it? I said, don't do it. This is so bad. You should not be doing it. I said, do it. Do it.
But
Make the mistake.
I don't know what she did.
No,
Is it
not
something
that bad
interesting?
as well. It was like, New Year masti, they wanted to do something. So,
One time mistake is good.
you were also involved in that mistake, Torma, don't
Yeah.
which I told them that, yeah, go ahead, make the mistake and learn from it. Okay, so yeah, we should also allow them to make their own mistakes and learn from it. Okay, so can I go ahead? Okay, I don't think we'll be able to finish it but did you see, it's such an interesting topic, many had questions. Okay, maybe I will continue it the next time if we cannot finish it. What is the time? Okay, we are almost at the verge. Okay, true justice. Okay, yeah, I think I'm ruled by fear and everything, page 12. Okay, what we will do is that I don't want to continue. Okay, why I don't want to continue is that because it's also very close to full moon. So we will be doing a little bit of meditation to understand where we were domesticated. Okay, and where we can again, Anandita, you have a question? Anybody has a question, or you have to?
এই টপিকে রিলেটেড না, জাস্ট আমি একটু বলতে চাই যেটা যে আমি এই জাস্ট কয়েকদিন ধরে রিপিটেটিভ নাম্বার দেখছি।
হুম
লাস্ট ইয়ারও দেখেছি, কিন্তু এত না। এবছর যেন খুব ফ্রিকুয়েন্ট ড্রিমে আসছে। সারাক্ষণ একটু আগেও দেখেছি, অ্যাবিকে বলছি, অ্যাবি ট্যাবের মধ্যে দেখছি, তো মাইক্রোফোনে দেখছি, ফোনে দেখছি। এটা কেন?
Especially when we are meditating, na, we become very sensitive to everything, even what the universe wants to tell us. Okay, see the number. Sometimes sometimes it is like, what is that called? There is a name for it. Okay, if we see one number or one thing, our brain wants to see the same thing over and over. This also can happen. One fine day, maybe you have seen some numbers, and that number, because you have seen, the brain focuses on seeing the same number over and over. So wherever you will go, you will see the same number. That should also be used in manifestation. এর জন্য বলে যে visualize করতে থাকো ওটাকে, because যখন when you visualize, you are seeing the scene, the universe, your now brain wants to create the same scene over and over, and finally the manifestation happens. That's why visualization is so powerful. Okay, this can also happen. Okay, another is, what is, every number has some reason why it is coming. Sometimes if you're frequently seeing a number, let's see, sometimes when you're very frequently seeing a number, it means that it has some connection, alignment. The 1111 means align yourself. 222 means, that the guides are there, you're very aligned. You should be harmonious with others. So in YouTube there are many, one second. In YouTube there are many, if you want, there are many explanations. What does 2222 means? What does 1111 means? What does 4444 means? Okay, you can put that and see for yourself what the universe wants to guide you, especially when we are meditators and we see numbers. So that also means that the universe is trying to guide us through numbers and telling us what we should be doing, what we should not be doing. Sometimes 2222 means, it also means, okay, you are not very harmonious with your surrounding. Try to be in harmony with the people around you. Okay, 1111 means align yourself with your goal. Okay, these are quite meanings. Okay, but at the same time, sometimes we spiritual people, sometimes in the beginning we also become fanatic. Whatever number we see, we want to search. Sometimes it is not. It is just my brain wants to make new numbers and see. See for yourself what is correct. Okay, Anandita? Got it?
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. So this maybe I will take some other day. I want to. I actually want to talk about another point. Let me see if I can talk about. Okay, yeah. No, it's almost done. I should not be leaving it because they're very important points. Okay. So what happens next is that, okay, that then there are societies ruled by two things, fear and love. Whatever emotion you are seeing in your life, in your body, in your life, whatever is happening, baby, please don't talk. Baby, please don't talk. Okay. So whatever is guided by either the emotion of love or the emotion of fear. Okay. And why is it happening? বলছে যে আমাদের the moment it is going against আমরা তো domesticated হয়ে গেছি, we have become domesticated. The moment something which is actually, I have learned a new technique, a new idea, which is something very good, it is very true and truth, it is the highest of truth, maybe I have learned today. As for example, today only, na, see, we are contradicting, na, contradict hoche na, when we are talking, even Minakshi is saying, but Didi, how to do it? Because what happens is that even when you are listening to the highest truth from this book, okay, but what happens because of the domestication, it says that no, 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 no. Even if it is truthful, I'm safe here. I want to be safe with this belief. I want to follow this belief only because this makes me safe. Because for so many years, I am following this. This looks familiar and this is safe. Even if it is so truthful, I will not follow it. And I will also have a fear if you see, when I'm telling many of you, you might also have a lot of fear coming up. Is it coming up? It might come up because truth is contradicting what the belief that you have believed from so long. So that's why it is contradicting and you are starting having fear because it is not matching with your book of law. The words that I'm saying are not matching with your book of law. Immediately you will feel fearful. Fears will come up. Okay. And you would not want to accept also these new terms and objectives. Okay. So what happens is that this is how, and the whole human society, can you imagine? Whole human society is ruled by the fear of, and fear ki it comes out in different emotions, anger, jealousy, envy, hate. Now tell me an example of when do you feel angry? Give me an example that you felt very angry. Just one example. Anybody can share an example. That I'm angry, jealousy, envy, hate. এগুলোর একটা example দাও যে আমার লাইফে আমি রিসেন্টলি এটা ফিল করেছি. Can someone share an example of it? They remember? As for example, হ্যাঁ আনন্দিতা বলো.
আমি যেটা আমার শাশুড়ি এসেছিল তখন যেটা হয়েছে, আর এটা আমার বরাবর হয়, তো উনি যেটা বরাবর করেন, তো আমার কাছে এসছে, আমার জন্য কিছু আনেনি, এখান থেকে আমার জায়ের জন্য কিছু নিয়ে যাওয়ার জন্য বললো যে এটা ওর পছন্দ, এটা ওর জন্য নিয়ে যাব। তো আমি সাডেনলি এক্সট্রিমলি রেগে গেলাম। তো আমার মনে হলো আমার কাছে এসছো, আমার জন্য আনোনি, তুমি ওর কাছে যাবে, ওর জন্য নিয়ে যাবে কেন? ওর কাছে তুমি থাকবে, ওকে খুশ করার জন্য তোমাকে নিয়ে যেতে হবে। আমার কোনো ইম্পর্টেন্স নেই, এসছো কেন তাহলে?
সো তোমার বুক অফ ল এর হিসেবে, অ্যাজ ফর এক্সাম্পল, তোমার বুক অফ ল ইজ যে আমার জন্য আনতে হবে, ওর জন্য আনতে হবে। ওকে, মেবি ইয়োর মাদার ইন লস বুক অফ ল ইজ দ্যাট ইন্ডিয়া তো এরকম জালি যায়, ওখান থেকে আনন্দিতার জন্য এত ভালো ভালো জিনিস নিয়ে কি যাবো, মানে ওখানে ও তো থাকছেই মহারানীর মতো। অ্যাজ ফর এক্সাম্পল, হার থট প্রসেস, ও তো থাকছে মহারানীর মতো বিদেশে। হ্যাঁ, আমার এই যাটা ইন্ডিয়া বিদেশের জিনিস, তোমার শাশুড়ির জন্য বিদেশ মেবি মারাত্মক, আর ভাবছে যে বিদেশের জিনিস কিছু তো নিয়ে যায়। ওকে, হার বুক অফ ল ইজ ডিফারেন্ট। মেবি হার বুক অফ ল ইজ দ্যাট ওর জন্য আমি নিয়ে যাই। ওকে, তোমার বুক অফ ল আছে সবাইকে ইকুয়াল গিফট দিতে হবে, এন্ড ক্ল্যাশ হয়ে গেল, ওটার থেকে অ্যাঙ্গার হলো। এটা কি রিয়েল অ্যাঙ্গার? এটা কি ইজ ইট রিয়েল ট্রুথ? রিয়েল ট্রুথটা কি এটা? Is it the real truth, or is it again the book of law হিসাবে দুইজন দুজনের মতো চলছে? উনিও হয়তো right in his way. You are also, maybe the real truth is যে উনি ওনার এগুলো সব ভুলে যাও, ঠিক আছে, এখানেও আমি ভুলে যাও। The real truth is তুমি তোমার পাস্ট লাইফের কার্মার বিহেভিয়ার দিয়ে একটা প্যাটার্ন দিয়ে এরকম রাগটা দেখালে, তোমার শাশুড়ি একটা পাস্ট লাইফের কার্মার বিহেভিয়ার দিয়ে এরকম একটা প্যাটার্ন দেখালো। দিস ইজ দ্য রিয়েল ট্রুথ, যে পাস্ট লাইফের কর্ম দিয়ে বিহেভিয়ার করতে করতে দুজনে দু রকমের প্যাটার্ন দেখালো। দিস ইজ দ্য রিয়েল ট্রুথ। বাট হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্স ইজ দ্যাট বুক অফ লতে এসে গেল again right wrong, who is right, who is wrong, এটাও ওখানে বলেছে যে আমরা যখন এই বুক অফ লতে চলে যাই আমরা তখন we are very much in proving also who is wrong. I am all wrong তো প্রুভ করতেই থাকি বারবার, নিজেকে তো পানিশমেন্ট করছি। বুক অফ ল এর সাথে ম্যাচ করলো না। আমার বুক অফ ল মানে যার জন্য এনেছি তো আমার জন্য আনতে হবে। কেন আনতে হবে? ও হয়তো ভাবছে যে বিদেশ, আমি তো ইন্ডিয়া থেকে যাচ্ছি, ইন্ডিয়া এমন কি জিনিস, হয়তো বিদেশের থেকে আমার নিয়ে যাওয়া উচিত। বিদেশ আমিও দেখিনি, যার জন্য আমি কিছু নিয়ে নেই, কিন্তু তোমার বুকের ল এর সাথে ম্যাচ করছে না, তুমি রেগে গেলে। ওকে, ইভেন ফর জেলাসি অলসো। জেলাসি কখন হয়? when does jealousy happen? Jealousy comes from the feeling that she has, I don't have. Okay, and এটা ছোটবেলায় maybe our parents always said that, see they have so much. Okay, yeah, okay, please go ahead. Okay, so book of law হিসেবে this is what happens. Okay, when there is jealousy, this jealousy also continues by thinking that okay, they don't have, we don't have, they have. Okay, so when this happens, ছোটবেলা থেকে প্যারেন্টস বুক অফ ল বানিয়ে দিয়েছে, স্ক্যারসিটি, তোমার কাছে নেই ওদের কাছে আছে and everything, তখন আমি কন্টিনিউয়াসলি, even when I grow up, I will keep feeling jealous. But is the feeling of jealousy natural? It is not natural. When I feel that I also have the unlimited power of the universe inside me, and that person also has the unlimited power of universe inside, yes, bye bye, okay, inside, then I will never feel jealous of somebody. What I will feel is that instead, বলে যে there are two types of mindset: scarcity mindset and abundance mindset. Two types of people who think differently. People who are jealous, scarcity mindset, whenever they see something better than others, better in others, they feel, oh my god, they have, I don't have. This is the scarcity mindset. People who have abundant mindset, they will say, oh, they have this, wow, this I can also, I want to aspire like him, I want to become Tata and Birla like him, I want to also have this much of money like him. Instead of feeling jealous, these people will feel very even inspired to work towards that. So again, these are all coming out from deep book of law. Parents বলে দিয়েছে যে হিংসা করতে হবে, বা না করলেও প্যারেন্টস এর মধ্যেই যখন এরকম চলতে থাকে তখন আমরা ফিল করতে থাকি যে না, কম্পিটিশন হচ্ছে। প্যারেন্টস ছোটবেলায় তো এরকম হয় না, কম্পিট করা মানেই ওখানে জেলাসি ঢুকিয়ে দেওয়া। So this is how all these things happen. Okay, so this is how the fear and all these things they take place. Okay, and বলে যে the biggest fear, so and the biggest thing that we do is that we reject ourselves, friends. And rejection কেমনে হয়, এই যে এটা খুব important, because many of you do that. Okay, this what I'm going to talk is very important. এটা একটা কিন্তু একটা sequence. The more we reject ourselves, the more we reject, okay, first of all, perfection. When we are looking for perfection, baba এরকম বলে দিয়েছে যে এরকম, বা anybody has told that this is how we should this is how the perfection is. The more we want to become perfect and we are not being able to being perfect, we reject ourselves. Okay, because আমরা নিজেদেরকে অ্যাবিউজ কেমনে করি জানো তো? ফার্স্ট আমরা নিজেদেরকে ওরকম আমরা একটা আইডিয়াল ইমেজ বানিয়ে দিয়েছি বুক অফ ল হিসেবে, দিস ইজ হাউ আই শুড বি, বিকজ from childhood, this is how a woman should behave, this is how a man should behave. Once I don't behave according to that, what I feel is that means I reject myself. Okay, আমি নিজেকে রিজেক্ট করা আরম্ভ করি। ওকে, যে তখন আমি বলি লোকে কেন আমাকে রিজেক্ট করে। the first rejection we do is we reject ourselves. যখন আমি রিজেক্ট করি, তারপরে কি করি, রিজেক্টের নেক্সট স্টেপ কি হয়, আমি অ্যাবিউজ করি নিজেকে, আমি সেলফ অ্যাবিউজ করি। সামটাইমস অ্যাবিউজ কিভাবে করি, ওই যে যখন এডিকশন, ডিফারেন্ট রকমের এডিকশন এভরিথিং হয়ে যায়, আমরা অন্যদেরকেও বলি, আমাদের পিয়ার ফ্রেন্ডসদের হিসেবে আমরা উই ওয়ান্ট টু লুক লাইক দেম, and they want us to take drugs. So now I have to also take drugs because I want to abuse myself. Okay. And in that abuse, what happens? We no longer have self-love. Okay. This is a sequence. So when, yes, bye-bye, bye-bye, please. Okay. So we do not have self-love. So today what we are going to do is that এই যে পারফেকশনের ইমেজটা আমাদের মধ্যে আছে, ওখান থেকে আমরা কন্টিনিউয়াসলি নিজেদেরকে যে সেলফ অ্যাবিউজ করতে থাকি, এন্ড ওই সেলফ অ্যাবিউজে যে আমাদের মাঝখানে যে আমাদের যে আমরা নিজেদের যে কত ক্ষতি করতে থাকি, সেইটা আমরা উই হ্যাভ টু ওভারকাম। উই হ্যাভ টু বিলিভ দ্যাট উই আর পারফেক্ট জাস্ট দ্য ওয়ে উই আর। ওকে। সো এন্ড এটা যদি না করি, আমরা কন্টিনিউয়াসলি বলছি যে জানো তো আমাদের থেকেও বেশি আমরা অ্যাবিউজ ভাবি যে আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা অনেক সময় বলি যে আমার প্যারেন্টস আমাকে অ্যাবিউজ করেছে, আমার আমার হাজবেন্ড আমাকে অ্যাবিউজ করেছে, উই সে অল দিস ওয়ার্ডস, রাইট? বাট বলে যে এখানে বুক অফ ল এর মধ্যে বলে যে যখন আমরা নিজেদেরকে অ্যাবিউজ করি, তার থেকে যদি একটু স্লাইট ডিগ্রি অ্যাবিউজটা কম থাকে হাজবেন্ড বা প্যারেন্টস এর, আমরা এই অ্যাবিউজটা স্টিল নিতে থাকি। কিন্তু যখন আমরা নিজেদেরকে অ্যাবিউজ করা কম করে দিই, আর ওই অ্যাবিউজটা আমাদের আমাদের আমরা নিজেদেরকে যতটা অ্যাবিউজ করি তার থেকে স্লাইট ডিগ্রি উপরে থাকে, তখন আমরা ইমিডিয়েটলি ওই রিলেশনশিপ বা ওখান থেকে ওয়ার্ক আউট করি। তো ইমাজিন দ্য কাইন্ড অফ অ্যাবিউজ উই ডু টু আওয়ারসেলভস বিকজ উই রিজেক্ট আওয়ারসেলভস। আমরা নিজেদেরকে পারফেক্টের চেক করে আমরা নিজেদেরকে এত অ্যাবিউজ করি যে দ্য ইউনিভার্স বাধ্য হয়ে যায় থ্রু হাজবেন্ড, প্যারেন্টস এন্ড এভরিবডি টু অ্যাবিউজ আস। Okay, so today what we are going to do is that kalke আমরা we will be doing a full moon meditation. Okay, আজকে আমরা ছোট্ট একটা প্রসেস করব যেখানে we are going to accept every part of us, even the negative part that we don't like in ourselves, we are going to accept that. Okay, we will be doing that. So and anybody has any question? Otherwise I will start with the meditation. Does anybody has any question? Wait. One second. হ্যাঁ, আমি একটু গানটা চালিয়ে নিই। Today what the fact that we are not perfect. It is okay to be imperfect, and we judge ourselves whether we are perfect or not depending on our book of law. Breathe in and out through your heart. And as you're breathing in and out, today make an intention to accept yourself just the way you are. You accept yourself before others accept you. As you're breathing in and out, understand that perfection is a myth. It is an illusion, a maya. Everything is okay just the way it is. By the book of law, you have developed an understanding that this is perfection. This is how I am. If I speak this way, I am good. If I behave this way, I am good. If I act this way, I am good enough. Your environment, your surrounding will also make you believe that this is how you should be behaving, and this is the perfect way of behavior, action, or a way of living life. And see in which areas you reject yourself. See the behaviors that you feel is so bad. You have labeled them as bad or not perfect in you, and you are rejecting them. See the paths of your own self where you have been rejecting for so long because you feel that you don't meet the criteria of the book of law. Your parents, your teachers, your environment made you believe one way, and you are not following that, or you are not believing or acting that way. That's why you feel you're not perfect. You're rejecting that part of yours. Bring all the parts in your heart and give them a place in your heart and tell them, I accept you also. I give you a place in my heart. I no longer reject you. I accept your rebelliousness, maybe even your jealousy or anything that you feel you're rejecting. Everything is fine. They are there. Your parents taught you that jealousy is not right. Then, if you somewhere deep down felt a little jealous, maybe for some reason you are bound to feel jealous, again, you will reject yourself for feeling jealous. No emotion is right or wrong in its own way. Every emotion pops up because of basic need which was not met, and that's why a person feels that way. Same is the case of other emotions that you have been rejecting yourself or feeling that way. If you feel that I'm a very angry person, so I cannot accept myself. My parents rejected me for being an angry child. What you will be doing is that you will be rejecting that part deep down. But anger is also just an emotion. Some deep needs were not met, and that's why the child got angry. Any part of yours which you find it very difficult to accept, see and understand that the beauty of the moon lies in its craters. In the same way, a beauty of a person also lies in his or her flaws. It is these flaws, when we are aware of it, makes us learn from them, become better human beings. They are there to make us aware. These parts that we have been rejecting as flaws, they are also beautiful just the way they are. Imagine you are bringing back all the parts which you have been rejecting and giving them all the love and acceptance that these parts were looking for such long time. Give them all the love and acceptance that they were looking for such long time. And this love, imagine this love and acceptance is melting in your whole body and filling up your body with self-love. Now you can love yourself also just the way you are, without rejecting any part of yours. Instead of looking for acceptance from others, accept yourself, love yourself just the way you are. Fill up every single cell of your body with self-acceptance and self-love. I am this. Self-love and self-acceptance doesn't mean that we are not going to work on ourselves and change the behaviors that are not working in our favor. But it means we do not reject even those behaviors which are working against us. We love them, accept them as beauty in our life. And from there, the transformation starts. Stay there for another 1 minute. Feel the love that you're giving into yourself, the complete acceptance. Whenever you are ready, you can slowly come back to the here and now. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is full moon. Okay, full moon is a very powerful day. Tomorrow we will do the belief releasing. Okay, আজকে যা যা আমরা শিখেছি belief এর উপরে, we will do the belief releasing tomorrow. Okay, bye bye everybody. Bye Nipa. See you tomorrow. We will
থ্যাংক
do
ইউ,
a
কিন্তু
lot.
আমি আরেকটা জিনিস জিজ্ঞেস
হ্যাঁ
করব।
বলো।
আমার 4-5 দিন ধরে যখন আমি মেডিটেশন করি, আমার
হুম
যেটা হয়, আমি বসে বসে যখন মেডিটেশন করি, আমি জাস্ট ওই ঝুলতে থাকি। মানে আমার সবই কানে আসছে, কিন্তু আমি না ওই যে একদম ঘুমিয়ে, আমরা খুব বসে বসে ঘুমিয়ে পড়লে যেমন হয় না, ওরকম
হ্যাঁ
ভাবে
হ্যাঁ
ঝুলতেই থাকি, ঝুলতেই থাকি, ঝুলতেই থাকি।
ওকে ওকে ন্যাচারাল। ওকে,
হ্যাঁ,
এরকমও
ওকে।
হয় যখন যখন এনার্জি ঢোকে আমাদের শরীরে। Okay, what happens is that তখন আমাদের body, because a lot of energy is getting, না, the cosmic energy is entering. Okay, তখন আমরা না চাইলে অনেক সময় এরকম 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 ঝুলি, আগে পিছে ঝুলি। ওকে, আমরা এরকম এরকম
ওকে।
এরকম এরকম করি, বিকজ দ্য এনার্জি আমরা ওইভাবে ওটাকে রিসিভ করার চেষ্টা করছি। বিভিন্ন লোক বিভিন্ন ভাবে এক্সপিরিয়েন্স করে, দ্যাট ইজ অলসো ন্যাচারাল। ওকে
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
Okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Please join on time. Tomorrow is full moon. We will do a solid maybe 1 hour meditation, even 1 hour now, at least 15 minutes, 50 minutes of meditation tomorrow. Okay. And we will release these beliefs, whatever we have created. Okay.
Okay.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.